So let's in this particular circumstance, imagine that we're getting to the notification part in which the salvo receives our initial notice from the QI, most 99.9% of the time. And from there, as you know, we are now required to go into a remote assessment and consultation. But something I do want to point out, with all the time frames that you've seen, with all the 19 services, that clock starts to tick when somebody within the response organization receives notification of that potential or actual incident. That doesn't necessarily mean the time frame starts the minute the salver has received the notification. So it's kind of puts things into perspective a little bit when, for example, the remote assessment needs to be conducted within an hour from that time frame. But how is that to be, this is just a thought here, how are we ensuring we're going to meet that response time if we, as a salver, SMFF provider, aren't receiving the proper notification? So it's just a critical element there in terms of how important communication with the SMFF provider is. The remote assessment for us as an SMFF provider is really a fact-finding situational analysis phone call. It is remote, so it's over the phone. If that's not available, then other methods of communication certainly suffice. And in that same communication, we're going to be discussing with the captain and or the QI or client, whoever happens to be available, because you can imagine if there's a serious incident, the captain might be incapacitated. And we're going to try and gather as much information as we can. And alternatively, we're also going to suggest immediate actions that the captain or crew can take that maybe perhaps they haven't already.